Cairo is the capital of the Arab Republic of Egypt and the largest and most important city ever. It is the largest Arab city in terms of population and area, and it occupies the second place in Africa and 17 globally in terms of population. Cairo is one of the most culturally diverse cities, as it witnessed many different historical eras throughout the ages, and it contains many ancient and modern monuments.
The best tourist places in Cairo, Egypt.
The Pharaonic Village in Cairo.
The Pharaonic Village is considered one of the best tourist places in Cairo, Egypt. It is an ideal place to learn about the Egyptian history and the civilization of the pharaohs, and discover the lifestyles that prevailed in those times. The Pharaonic Village mimics ancient villages of pharaohs that have been present for thousands of years. As you can get acquainted with its contents, landmarks, buildings, and even its personalities, we advise you to visit the Pharaonic Village when tourism is in Cairo.
Khan el-Khalili.
One of the most important tourist areas in Cairo is Khan el-Khalili, whether for tourists or Egyptians. Khan el-Khalili market includes exhibits of handicrafts like copperware, woodcrafts, and other antiques and souvenirs that tourists love to collect as souvenirs of their visit to the city. The market also includes many famous libraries in addition to the well-known Al-Feshawi Cafe.
Aberdeen Palace.
Aberdeen Palace is one of the most famous and best tourist places in Cairo. It is without a doubt a wonderful historical architectural masterpiece built in the period of the family of Muhammad Ali Pasha to Egypt, where was at that time the seat of government from 1872 to 1952. This palace witnessed important events from the Queen's era until the July 1952 revolution, which was the beginning of the emergence of modern Cairo. The palace has been converted into a museum visited by thousands of tourists when visiting Cairo.
Giza Pyramid Complex.
The Pyramids of Giza is located on the Giza Plateau in the Giza Governorate and is one of the most important places of tourism in Cairo, Egypt, on the west bank of the Nile. It includes 3 pyramids of Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure, which were built around 25th century BC and are royal tombs each bearing the name of the king who built it and which was buried therein. The hierarchical construction here is a stage of the development of tomb architecture in ancient Egypt. The pyramids are characterized as one of the most important 7 wonders of the world, and one of the largest gas ancient and modern history and the most important tourist places in Cairo.
Cairo Tower.
The Cairo Tower provides you with a wonderful view of the city of Cairo, Egypt, with its landmarks and neighborhoods, as it reaches a height of 187 meters, which is higher than the largest pyramid in Giza. The tower is located in the heart of Cairo, on the island of Zamalek, in the Nile River, and it includes at its top a unique restaurant, where it is located on a rotating platform, which makes it rotate to provide visitors with a comprehensive view of the tourist areas in Cairo.
Baron Empane Palace.
Baron Empane Palace, one of the tourist areas in Cairo, a unique architectural masterpiece in the city of Cairo, was built by the Belgian millionaire Baron Rolls, which came to Egypt from India at the end of the 19th century shortly after the opening of the Suez Canal. The palace is located in the heart of the Heliopolis area in Cairo, specifically on Al Aruba Street on the main road to Cairo International Airport.
International Garden.
The International Garden is one of the most famous parks in Cairo and is one of the most beautiful tourist places in Cairo, located on Abbas El Akkad Street in Nasser City, Cairo. The park includes many sections that contain trees, animals and plants that are famous for many countries around the world. You can find a special section for the United Arab Emirates, and another section for the state of Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, and another for Japan and other countries. Do not miss to visit this park as it is one of the best tourist places in Cairo.
Saladin al-Ayyubi Citadel.
One of the most luxurious military castles in the Middle Ages, Salah al-Din al-Ayyubi Citadel, one of the most important tourist areas in Cairo, is located in the Citadel neighborhood on the outskirts of the city. Surrounding this castle are many ancient mosques dating back to the Fatimid era, such as Ibn Tulun Mosque and Sultan Hassan Mosque, which are considered one of the most famous Islamic monuments in the city in addition to the Al-Rufai Mosque.
Egyptian Museum.
The Egyptian Museum is the most famous of the tourist areas in Cairo and one of the oldest museums in the world. The museum is located in Tahrir Square. It consists of 2 floors, and contains more than 160,000 rare relics, including mummies belonging to the pharaohs of Egypt. The museum is distinguished by its arrangement arranged according to the history of the exhibits, on which the first floor displays large-scale monuments, and the second floor includes royal mummies, manuscripts, statues, and others.
Kulthum Museum.
Kulthum Museum in Cairo City is one of the most important museums in Egypt, with an estimated area of 250 square meters, and it is one of the buildings in the Menestali Palace. It contains many possessions of Kulthum, such as her clothes, necklaces and souvenirs. We recommend that you visit the Kulthum Museum, as it is considered one of the best museums in Cairo.
Sphinx.
Sphinx is one of the most important tourist places in Cairo, Egypt. It is a statue of a mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head of a human being. It is believed that the ancient Egyptians built it during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre 2558–2532 before Christ, located on the Giza Plateau on the west bank of the Nile in Giza, Cairo. The statue is located in front of the Pyramid of Khafre, which is considered among the pyramids of Giza, and it is the oldest known large sculptures. This statue and the surrounding pyramids is considered one of the most important tourist areas in Cairo, as we advise you not to miss the opportunity to visit these historical monuments.
Coptic Museum.
This museum was opened in ancient Egypt within the borders of Fort Babylon, whose remains are located behind the museum building, and is considered one of the tourist areas in Cairo. There were many additions to it during the reign of the Roman Empire. The number of holdings in the Coptic Museum is about 16,000. The Coptic Museum is the largest museum in the world for the antiquities of Egypt from the Coptic phase,